This is Adafruit's star animation, and this here is the same animation recreated by me using LVGL. For those who are unaware, you can simply download the Adafruit SSD1306 library, which depends on the Adafruit GFX library, and inside the examples, select the SSD1306 SPI 128x64 example, and all you need to do is adjust the SPI pins if required, upload the code to your ESP32, and a series of images and text will start appearing on the OLED screen. Finally, you will see this star animation. Now, let's jump into VS Code and start recreating this animation using LVGL. Namaste and welcome back to Avinashee Tech. First, let's find our star image. I'll search for a white star with a black background. Download the image and resize it to a smaller size. Next, I'll remove the background and download the image again. After that, we will go to the LVGL image converter, upload the background removed image, select format as indexed 1-bit, keep output as C array, and download the generated C file. Now we copy this file into our ESP project, rename it, and make few name changes inside the file. Next, inside the main project file under the GUI task function. By the way, I already have the basic LVGL setup ready here. And for those who are new to this channel, you can check out the complete display playlist where I explain everything in detail, starting from the SSD1306 datasheet to the library setup and finally the LVGL integration with hands-on code. I'll be using that base code here. So with that ready, let's start building the star animation. First, I add an active screen object and attach the current screen to it. Next, I'll set the background color of the screen to black. For the stars themselves, let's create a structure. Inside that structure, we will keep a star object and also a speed variable for each star. I'll define star count as 15 and create an array of this structure. Next, let's create a for loop for the star count. Inside the loop, I'll use star object member and create an image object with the parent set to the active screen. Then, I'll set the image source for each star object to our C file image descriptor, which is named star. Finally, I'll be setting the initial positions of all the stars randomly based on the width and height of the OLED screen. Now it's time to create an LVGL timer. The callback function will be called starfall, not skyfall. The timer period will be 30 milliseconds. Inside the callback function, I'll again run a loop through all the stars, and since this function runs periodically, this will update the position of each star object here. The speed of each star will be randomly selected, and the Y position of the star would be updated depending on its current position and its speed. If the Y position exceeds 64, which is the height of our OLED display, we reposition the star. The new X position will again be random and Y position will be set to -5, which is just above the screen. So the star appears to fall from the top. Since all stars won't reach the bottom at the same time, animation will look like scattered stars falling. Let's flash the code and see the result. Alright, the animation works, but the star size looks a bit large for this tiny screen. Let's fix that. I'll open the image in Paint, resize it, save it again, and repeat the same LVGL image conversion steps. Then we copy the new file into the project and update the references. I'll also make a few more adjustments, that is change the star count to 10, update the speed variable, and set the starting Y position to a negative value up to -10. So the stars begin slightly above the screen. Now it looks much better. But there's one issue, a white line appearing on the right edge, which seems like a scrolling feature. To fix that, I'll add a clear flag option and also update the logic so that different stars fall with different speeds. Alright, everything looks good now. And here is the final output. One last thing, let me switch off the lights because stars always look better in the dark. And yes, this looks pretty nice. So this was our attempt to replicate the Adafruit star animation using LVGL. Try it out yourself and experiment with the variables. You can easily create different animation effects. Hope you liked the video and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. This is Avinashee Tech signing off.